I'm Scott Crow of OSA Aquatics, and you're watching OSA Aquatics TV. And today we're talking about, wow, the most fun part of your entire aquarium, the aquascaping. You get the tank, you have the whole scenery, and now it's like, where do I go from here? Well, you want to start off, make sure you have a nice sand bed or gravel bed, depending on what you have going on. And then from there, depends on whether you want to go with a hardscape or if you want to go with fake plants and things like that. What I like to use personally is wood, different types of wood, either spider wood, tiger wood, Malaysian driftwood, and so much more. When you're setting up your aquascape, things you want to take in consideration is you want to make sure that your three walls, your front and your side panels, don't have anything up against it. You want to be able to keep that easy for cleaning. If you have anything against that, it's going to make it more difficult for you. And always, you want to keep it as simple. You want to make it fun. So when you get into that, keep everything away from the side walls and the front wall. Another thing you want to think about is when you're using sand or gravel, you're going to be doing more consistent gravel vacs. With sand, you can kind of do a gravel vac, but you're just doing it lightly off the sand. Sand does make things easier, but there's, as always, there's a pro and a con to everything. Another thing you want to take into consideration is you want to make sure if you have a hang-on back, that the hang-on back can take water into the intakes. So this way here is a nice easy flow. You really don't want much clogging that up, or else you're going to run into all sorts of issues. But when you really get into the aquascaping, and now when I'm talking about freshwater here, I like to do different types of driftwood and rocks. It gives it that cool look, especially that weird funky pattern that you're really looking for. And there's amazing setups and escapes that you can do with these systems. And that's one of the fun things about getting into aquascaping, using your imagination for thinking outside the box. Either you want to come out of the aquarium with a piece of wood, it's all about what you want to design. Now, I love all different types of driftwood. One of the things you want to keep in consideration is you want to soak your driftwood ahead of time. One of the things you're going to run into is your driftwood's going to leach tannins, and that's going to turn your aquarium like a dark brown. So you're going to want to pre-soak any wood, whether it's spider wood, driftwood, Malaysian. You want to soak that about 4 weeks ahead of time. This way you can get the tannins before it hits your water, or else you're going to have tannins in your water and you're going to have a very dark look. Some people love that look with the black water extract style, but for the most part, we want to keep the aquarium clean and clear. Now you pick your sand or your gravel, you laid that substrate down, and then you go in doing the aquascaping with your woods or your rocks, whatever you pick and choose. Now the cool part is now you can go in with plastic plants or any sort of fake plastic decor, but you're going to have to change that out every 2 weeks because the phosphate blooms you're going to get on that quite often, the algae buildup. Or you can go with live plants. Live plants are one of my personal favorites for these aquascapes because we can use anubises, Java moss, and Java fern, and these are fantastic for low-tech plant systems. When you get into high-tech plant systems with CO2 injection, well, the possibilities are absolutely endless. Aquascaping is the best part of your tank, and we want this to be fun for you. Take time and really plan it out and pick out where you want to put everything, and it's a lot of fun. If you have any questions, make sure you come check us out at the retail store here at the Aquarium Design Studio on 1049 Tioga Ave, Coventry, Rhode Island. And make sure if you have any other questions, hit us up in the comments section below. As always, keep on reefing.